Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and I thought we'd talk a little bit about the Samsung Galaxy S7. I've been using it for a little over a week, and I thought we'd do kind of a mini review. Maybe I won't even do a full review on it. This is sort of just more of an opinion, first impressions type video. Now this is the S7. I've been using it since last Monday, so a week and a couple days, and it's a really nice phone. It has some downsides, but not really too many. This is the smaller one, and that's one of the downsides to me. I prefer the larger phone, and the Edge I would definitely recommend getting if you like larger phones. This feels a little bit too small, but overall it's a really, really nice device. Now, my daily driver, and if you're an Android fan, hear me out on this for a moment, but my daily driver is an iPhone 6s Plus. And for those of you that don't watch this channel regularly, I have a few reasons for that, mostly have to do with apps, and my entire family uses iPhones, so it makes it easier there. However, I really, really like the Nexus 6P. And so this I kind of am trying to compare more with the Nexus 6P. Now, for those of you that are familiar with Samsung and TouchWiz, what I've done is change this to the Google Now launcher, and to me, I really don't like TouchWiz. I like the Google Now stock Android look in launcher, so I changed it to that. And obviously, that's a huge advantage in Android, that I can just do whatever I want that way with it. You'll see a couple little things from TouchWiz here and there. So you've got the dialer here, the camera, the menu, get rid of that. The menu here looks a little bit different. They've optimized it for TouchWiz, and this is really not that big of a deal. You can see we'll go into battery. You can see some of the usage. Pretty good. 2 days. It's been off of battery, actually. It's doing pretty well. It's not been in full-time use the past couple days, so that's why it's like that. But basically, this is a really nice device. Now, let me talk about the negatives about it first. And the negatives are it's glass, it's a fingerprint magnet on the back, and if you get one of these AT&T or Verizon phones, they're branded to death. Most people are going to cover this with a case. I like to use phones without a case, and so this is really slippery. Now, I wouldn't say it's any more slippery than the Nexus 6P or the aluminum on the iPhone 6s Plus or 6s, but as far as that goes, that's one of the negatives. The only other negative I can really think of as far as this phone goes is the vibrate motor in it, and this might be a weird complaint, but it vibrates very loud when it's laying on a desk like this. It just vibrates really, really loud when you're at work. People can hear it from quite a ways away because it's so noisy. That's a minor complaint, but it is just something to note, I suppose. It's hard to find anything else wrong with it, to be honest. It's really good. It charges incredibly fast, which is nice with quick charge. That part is really, really great. Let me show you here. I'll just plug it in. I've got it plugged into the wall outlet over there. Plug this in. And you'll see we're at 23%. Let's see what this says here. It will take a moment to actually, I'll turn on here. It will take 1 hour and 6 minutes until fully charged, and it's fast charging. So that's really nice. Use the fingerprint to unlock, nice and quick. And by the end of this video, we're at 23%. It'll probably pick up quite a bit. So right now, this is probably the phone to beat when it comes to the camera. Now, everybody's going to have a preference when it comes to the camera, but the camera's not only is it fast, let's just take a quick picture. Not only is it fast, it looks incredibly good. And one thing I'll be doing soon is actually a camera comparison between this, the iPhone 6s Plus, and the Nexus 6P. Some of you were asking for that, so I thought I'd just do a quick camera comparison. Over the past week that I've been using it, I think it's a really nice phone. I miss the larger size of the Edge phone. You may have seen that in another video. That's actually not the one I'm using regularly. That's actually a friend's phone. Since he got one, I just used his during the same time. Really nice that I was able to do that. And then this particular device, really like the look of it. I think it's nice. The hardware is solid, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not a whole lot more to say about it. It's fast, it's fluid. It's basically a Galaxy S6 Plus, is for the lack of better words. It's the next year, kind of like Apple's been doing models of 6 and then 6S. It's just kind of the 6S, and it's just, they took everything, perfected it, and there's really not a whole lot of complaints. The speaker's loud, everything's waterproof, everything works well, and it is what it is. There's not a whole lot more to say about it, to be honest. Now, the one thing I do have to mention, though, that one thing I was most excited to get this for, really, is the Gear VR. Now, I thought virtual reality and these type of headsets was kind of gimmicky until I actually tried one. Now, if you'll see inside here, the phone goes in here, right here. The top of it goes here, the bottom clicks into this micro USB here, and that's how it just clicks in. And then it has the actual sensors here, and what it does is it knows when it's on your face or knows when it's near. It's got proximity sensors, and then you just adjust it up here with the focus. And this really completely changed my mind on virtual reality. You've got a little touchpad here and a back button, and they charge $100, but it comes free when you get a Samsung S7, or at least it did when I pre-ordered anyway. It came free with the device along with a 64 gigabyte micro SD card, so that was really nice. That's pretty much it as far as this device goes. I don't have a whole lot more to say about it other than it's really good, especially if you like an S6. This is going to be, for you, probably an incremental update, but for someone coming from an S5, it's a huge update. So it just depends what you're interested in, but this is a great phone if you want a bigger screen. The other one's just as nice, if not nicer, because of the bigger screen and the curved edge. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.